killed the infection in one night that antibiotics hadn't been able to kill for 2 months. But I was living in a mud hut in India trying to track tigers, and I got this disease called tularemia. And it's so rare that when I got it, I brought it back to New York, went to the infectious disease doctor. When he figured out what it was, and I'd been in bed for like a month with this horrible infection in my arm, this deep pocket of pus, and I was on antibiotics, and he went, "This is so rare." He goes, "Do you mind if I call in my students, my fellows?" He goes, "Guys, you're never gonna see this again. It's a disease that's tick-borne through rabbits and somehow gets into people and manifests with an infection on the right elbow." He goes, "This is one of the rarest ones you're gonna see." He goes, "This is rare." They put me on double antibiotics. They were like, "Look, we gotta really kill this thing." And it was 2012, and my parents said, "Whatever you do, do not go back to the jungle with an infection, because the jungle's just gonna make it worse." And of course I went to the jungle. And I showed up, and he looked at my arm and goes, "Why is your arm taped up?" And I said, "Well, I have this terrible infection." I said, "I've been in bed for 2 months." I said, "I have no energy. I'm on all of these antibiotics." And he looked at me and he went, "This is okay." And he goes, no, come with me." He walked out, he marches out into the jungle, hits the tree with a machete, collects the white sap, rubs it over this, and now these saps have like a latex quality. And when you heat them, they form almost like a rubber. So it formed a rubber cap over the infection. Now, if you had pushed on it before, pus would leak out. He just went like this until it formed a seal. And then he put a little bit into a concoction of leaf juice that he made me drink that. Either way, next day I woke up and the infection was denatured. It was still a wound, but it was no longer infected. Killed the infection in one night that antibiotics hadn't been able to kill for 2 months.